Graham Fletcher is a divorce coach and is used to talking about these family, or conducting many of these family summits, presumably. Are you, Graham? They work, do they, generally speaking, to clear the air?
Typically, I'm not involved in family summits as you're kind of describing. That's kind of a little bit kind of more unique, and I suppose earlier in the stage of any kind of family kind of dispute. I'm typically somebody who's working a bit further down the dispute process with parents who can't agree on divorce situation, and perhaps they're going to a court to try and resolve that.
When there are big family issues that need to be resolved like this, there's a mix of the emotional side and, of course, the practical side. How do you keep those two separate? Because you need to, don't you?
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be really difficult, isn't it? I think it's really going to be depending on the individuals involved and the kind of dynamics there as to whether the emotional side and the practical side can be, in any situation, trying to assess the emotions in the situation is really important, and to try and pull those back and kind of put them aside, or at least kind of recognize their influence, because obviously sometimes emotions can affect people's decision-making process in any given situation.
And for the rest of us, is it a good idea to call family summits if there is a problem? If you've got children who've got issues, grown-up children, or you've got other problems, just to say, for somebody who might be the nominal head of a family, just to say, look, can we all get together and thrash this out? It sometimes seems a bit overdramatic, but it can help to clear things, can't it?
Well, I couldn't possibly comment on the royal situation, but I think if anybody ever felt that was a solution for their family to call a summit of the family, they're going to have to carefully think that through about the dynamics involved, and whether they think there's a good chance it's going to improve things by talking things through, or whether it's got the potential for quickly going in a different direction as well. So I think there's always going to be tricky dynamics to try and assess beforehand whether it's a positive step or not.
Thank you very much, Graham Fletcher. Thank you for your thoughts on that.